keep it rolling. Still rolling?
Yep.
Okay. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Challenge Solly, the YouTube series where in each season I'm going to take on another crazy challenge, document the journey so that you can follow along. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss anything. But for now, let's move on to episode 2 of Couch to Kona. Okay guys, thanks for tuning in. Let's talk about the plan to get to Kona. So in the last episode, we found out that I have to take 4 hours off of my previous Ironman time in order for me to qualify, do podium finish, get the slot to go to Kona. That's a crazy drop in time. When I think of doing an Ironman in 9 hours, I'm basically coming in within 12% of the first place finisher pro triathlete's time. It's kind of crazy. Again, we don't know if it's possible, so we're gonna make a plan that is not rooted in science, that is literally just what I believe will get me there. So, when I think of making this plan, I imagine training like a professional triathlete for a full year. I think it'd be really cool to go back to full-time athletics. And when I think about professional triathletes, I think about them optimizing everything. I think about them dialing absolutely everything in, and really just having a perfect training year. So for me personally, what does that look like? Well, I know that there's 3 things I need to optimize. I need to optimize my training, I need to optimize my nutrition, and then I need to optimize my recovery. If I can do those 3 things and have the perfect year, so to speak, I really think that I can drop that time and I can get to Kona. So let's talk about those. Okay, so number 1, we need to optimize the training. And let's get super honest, I know nothing about training for an Ironman. At least I didn't. So the first step is clearly to go and find a coach. Okay, everyone that wants to go to the next level, you need a coach. That's just stand up, okay? Another thing that I was thinking about was that a coach can just kind of prescribe everything for me. I didn't want to have to think about creating a plan or what was coming next. I just wanted to wake up and get to work. So coach was number 1. I spent probably 2 weeks, better part of 2 weeks, looking for coaches, online coaches. I took a look at a couple coaches in town, had some meetings with them, and basically decided to go with a woman named Shannon Reed. You guys will meet her at some point, simply because she was the only one that I met that genuinely believed that this was possible. So I spoke with a few different coaches, and a lot of them tried to extend my goal. They were like, let's do it in 2 or 3 years maybe. And she was the only one that was just like, sick, like let's go for it. So she became my coach very fast. And with the training specifically, she decided that there was going to be 2 main phases. The first phase, we're going to throw a little photo in here, is that I needed to lose a lot of weight. Okay, so I did a little bit of research. This book, Racing Weight by Matt Fitzgerald, super interesting. But basically, one of the things he talks about is that someone that is 10 pounds heavier than another person uses 6.5% more energy to run. So just think about that. If I'm 210 pounds like I was for that first Ironman, and I can drop 40 pounds to 170, think of how much more efficient I'll be at running. So just that alone could change my time drastically. So number 1 was losing a bunch of weight. In the next video, we're gonna go a little bit more into depth about how I lost so much weight, 30 pounds specifically, in 2 months. But for now, we gotta move on. So the second phase of training was building fitness. Clearly, I needed to get much fitter, I needed to get faster, because obviously holding these times is nuts for 9 hours.
9 hours later.
Oh, it's rolling. So part 2 of the training plan was the fitness build, okay, and actually becoming stronger and faster. Now, if you really want to get into the science of things, comment below, we can chat about it, but you can't lose weight and build fitness and get stronger and faster at the same time. When it comes to optimizing things, at least, you can't really build performance and be super performance oriented while you're losing weight. Obviously the 2 are going to go hand in hand a little bit, but again, we'll get into it down the comment. So part 2 was building the fitness. So we're currently in that phase right now. What that looks like is training twice a day, 6 days a week, and training every single day. So currently I have not had a day off in it's been a long time. I haven't had a day off. So basically my training is up to 20 hours a week right now, and that's just the training specifically. I'm not talking about the stretching or the mobilizing or making food or eating off the specific plan that my nutritionist gave me or all this kind of stuff. Okay, so just the training 20 hours a week, and I still have a full-time job. Keep that in mind. So all I do is wake up, train, go to work, eat a bunch of food, train, eat more food, and then go to sleep. That's literally all I do right now. But I believe that that's gonna get me to my goal. And so that's part 2, that's building fitness. So the second thing that I needed to optimize was my nutrition. I don't know a whole lot about what specifically I should be eating. The eating, obviously, there's tons of info out on the web about what is good, what is bad. Really, it's all good and it's all bad according to XYZ sources. So figuring that out just seemed like a hassle that I didn't want to deal with. So my nutrition step was to go find a nutritionist, basically a coach for nutrition. What's great about her is that 1, she's an endurance athlete herself, so she really understands and has embodied what she teaches, but she also just gave me a plan, which is super easy because now I don't have to think about what I'm eating. I literally just wake up and eat what's on the plan. So that's super, super handy. Again, if we want to get into the science of things, let's go down below. Ask me whatever questions you have. I'll answer literally everything. But in general, I have a lot of carbs. Carbs are not scary to an endurance athlete. They are the fuel. So I love carbs. Pretzels, I love pretzels. I eat a lot of carbs. And then of course I eat tons of protein. I need to build muscle, but I also don't want to gain on a bunch of size. We're looking to keep it like a nice lean build. And so basically tons of carbs, tons of protein. Again, down below, if you really, really want to know more, just ask me a question, no problem. So step 2, nutrition, dial that in and feeling really good. Obviously she's helped me lose tons of weight and now I'm building tons of strength and endurance and muscle. You guys see that right there? Me either, don't worry. Now the third step of the training, the third optimization. The third thing to optimize all of this is my recovery. So ultimately, in order for me to get to Kona, I need to train really hard, destroy my muscles in my body, have it recover super quick, way stronger, and then just do that as many times as possible. So recovery has been super important. Part of my recovery process is 1, soaking in the hot tub, 2, rolling out the muscles. I'm sure you've heard about mobility. Work a lot on mobility. So I'm doing tons of rolling out of the legs mainly, flexibility as well. There's so much stretching that's going into everything to make sure 1, that I'm not getting injured, that all my joints are prepared for all the bashing and everything that they're going to be taking over the next year. And 2, of course, that all the tightness in the muscle is really relieved so that when I wake up after a super hard day, I'm not really sore. So when it comes to recovery and really optimizing recovery, 1, I stretch every single day. 2, I roll out all the sore muscles every single day. And I try to get in the hot tub every day, but it's not necessarily possible. And when it's not possible, I'll just take like a quick cold shower, something that can, of course, make sure there's no inflammation and that sort of thing. So there you have it, folks, the plan for getting to Kona. We're gonna focus on dialing in the training, the nutrition, and the recovery so that I can get as fit as possible in the smallest amount of time. Thanks for tuning in for this week's video of Couch to Kona. We went for a little bit of a different feel, something a little bit more relaxed. Please let us know in the comments what you thought compared to video 1 and what style seems to suit this channel better. For now, we'll see you next week. Next Sunday, tune in for a video about how I lost so much weight so quickly. We're also going to be taking a look at why I'm doing this. Why bother taking all of my time and putting it into this? So we'll have a great chat then. For now, peace. That is my plan. Is that wordy?
No.
Sundays. Yeah. Getting delirious. Is it going? Okay. Yeah, you don't get it. We are delirious because we've been filming. It's like 1 a.m. We've been going out this all day. We're
Should we
fucking
just the intro?
delirious. Oh my god, yeah, that's just be it.